All right, everybody, we're back again, and now we are doing subtraction just like we did yesterday. So we're going to start with this subtraction. It's like a template, and we're going to get some numbers from our spinners. Now, you remember the other day when we were doing addition, we glued these lovely spinners in the back, right? Level 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to get a number that has a smaller place on the ones than it does in the tens. We do need a bigger number on top. I know that's all very confusing, but don't worry, we're going to figure it out. So I think what we're going to do for our first number is we're going to use level 1 spinner. Okay, so we're going to try to make the biggest number we can out of this number. So I have a 5 and a 4. So what's the biggest number we can make with 5 and 4? That's right, we can make a 54. All right, that'll be our top number. We're going to try to get a smaller number on the bottom. And we're going to use level 1 for our tens. Got a 5 again. We'll see if we can get a smaller number. A 5, and then we're going to go over to our level 4. And a 6. That's a bigger number, so let's spin again. Well, we'll call that a 3. That's a smaller number. All right, 53. We'll do 53 and see what happens. So 53. Now we have to look here in the ones column to see if we have enough to take away. So if I have 4, can I take away 3? Well, I have these neat little sayings that might help us figure it out. So let's take a look. They say, more on the top, no need to stop. That means we don't need to stop and see if we should borrow. So is there more on the top in the ones column than the bottom? That's right, there is. So do we need to stop and borrow anything? Nope. We have enough, so if I have 4 to take away 3, it is a 1. Oh, and we know this one, 5 minus 5 is 0. We don't even need to put the 0, but we will. So our answer is 1. So if we have more on the top, there's no need to stop. Right? I'm going to pick the next numbers for this because I want to show you the next saying that I have. So we're going to do 79 minus 39. So let's look at the ones column. What do you notice about the ones column? It's the same number. So let's see what our chart says about that. Numbers the same. Do we have the same number in the ones column? Zero's the game. What does that mean, zero's the game? Well, 9 minus 9 equals 0. Any number minus itself is going to equal 0. So the number's the same, zero's the game. I don't have to do any borrowing or trading because I just take away 9 minus 9 and that's 0. Or it could be 1 minus 1 or 3 minus 3. Any number minus itself would be 0. Then we can go over here, 7 minus 3. What is 7 minus 3? 40, right. Now, if you want to use your base 10 blocks and draw them over here like we were doing yesterday, that's okay too. Remember, I try to keep them in 5s. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't keep those quite as neatly as I usually do, but okay, so we would only draw the top number because the second number, we don't have it. That's what we're taking away. So we'll take away all of my 9s, which leaves us 0, and 3 of my 10s, which leaves us 4. So feel free to draw your base 10 blocks. I find them very helpful. All right, I'm going to do one more. You're going to spin these numbers. I'm just picking them so I can show you exactly what all my different sayings mean. Okay, this time I'm going to borrow write a 1 in the ones column and write a, let's do a 5 in the tens column. Over here, I'm going to write a 6 and a 3. Remember, our bigger number goes on the top and our smaller 2-digit number goes on the bottom, okay? All right, now let's look. We've got a 1 on top and a 6 on the bottom. Which one is bigger? 6, yep. So our saying is more on the floor. Where's the floor? It's on the bottom of things, right? More on the floor, borrow from next door. What in the world does that mean? Let me show you again with our base 10 box. Okay, there's more on the floor. This is the bottom or the floor of our ones column, right? 6 is more than 1. So when there's more on the floor, we have to go next door. That's way over here, and borrow from the 5. So here's my 5 tens. I need one of these, okay? I need one of these, and I need to put it in the ones column. Can I put it just like this? A 10 in the ones column? Not going to work so well. I want to borrow one of these, but I'm going to have to make it into ones. So we're going to take this one and move it over there for tens. So, excuse me, for ones. So how many ones do I get for a 10? 10 ones. I'm going to put them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now let's look again at our base 10 blocks and see what we have. Do we still have 5 tens? We do not. We now have 4 tens. Okay, and do we still have 1 1? We do not. We have 10 plus this 1 we already had. How many is that? 11. Right. Now can I take away 6 from 11? I sure can. So let me see. I want to take away 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. How many are left? A row of 5. That's right. So I'm going to put my 5 here. And I have 4 tens now, and I have to take away 3. 1, 2, 3. How many do I have left? 1. Exactly right. So that's what more on the floor, borrow from next door means. It is a very hard and complicated process. So I understand if you don't actually understand what just happened. I will be happy to come around and help you with it, okay? Or you can rewatch the video and see if you understand it the next time around. Don't worry, we're going to work on it, all right? Now, using what we have here, more on the floor, go next door, we're going to actually use some flaps and make some judgments about whether each of these problems are more on the floor, go next door. Are they numbers the same, zeros the game? Or are they more on the top, no need to stop? So let me fold it because you're only doing 3 of these. I'm just going to cut them up. There you go. So take a look. We've got 87 minus 29. So you decide, is that more on the floor, go next door? Is it numbers the same, zeros the game? Or is it more on the top, no need to stop? I'm going to let you decide, and while you do that, I'm going to cut out these flaps. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take these 3 problems and decide where they go. Oh, and you know what? I think I actually used the wrong problems. But you can decide on that one anyway, and then I'll show you the actual problems. So, 87 minus 29, we're looking at the ones column. Uh-oh, I see there's more on the floor, so I need to go next door and borrow. So I would put that one under my go next door, more on the floor, go next door, flap. That's what I would do. Here are my actual problems. Sorry about that. They're a little more on this page. All right, so now let's take a look at this one. 57 minus 35. So I'm looking at my ones column. Is there more on the floor, go next door? No. Is there numbers the same, zeros the game? No. It's more on the top, no need to stop. Here's our more on the top, no need to stop. And we're, of course, going to make it into a flap. You guys know how to do that. So you can decide that's more on the floor, go next door, and paste it right into your notebook. Now you can see there's a lot of problems that you're going to have to decide where they go. Are you going to just decide where they go and then put them in your notebook? No. You're going to decide where they go and then you're going to actually do the problem. So let's glue a flap down. We decided that was more on the top and no need to stop. So of course you're going to fold it over, get some glue, and what page are you going to glue it on? That's right. Next clean page. That way you'll know exactly where it is. Let's see where the next clean page in my notebook is. This one here. Could probably put them this way. Okay? And then more on the top, no need to stop, would get glued right underneath that flap. Oh, let's do one more just so you know. I want you to take a look at this problem here. We have 36 minus 16. Take a look at that ones column. Is it more on the floor, go next door? No. More on the top, no need to stop? No. Is it numbers the same, zeros the game? Yep, that's the one. So I need to glue in my numbers the same, zeros the game flap. And then I'm going to glue that one underneath this flap. And then I'm going to figure that one out with my math. I'm going to do the two that are in my notebook for you, and then you are going to have to do the rest. So let me glue that in. I haven't glued in my last flap yet, but I think you get the idea, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, let me see. Well, we know if we know that number is the same, then 0 is the game, then we know this is 0. Then we can do 3 minus 1. What is 3 minus 1? 2. That one's 20. All right, let's do this one. We've got 57 minus 35, and it's more on the top, no need to stop. So 7 minus 5, that is a 2. And 5 minus 3 is also 2. Okay. Now when you get to the other ones that are a little more complicated, you can use your sheet. I think I'm going to do one more of those just so you've got it, okay? Let's see. I wonder if, just as I thought. Look at that one, this problem here. 83 minus 25. Which type is that? More on the floor, go next door. Okay, I'm not going to glue that one in. I'm going to do it after I figure it out. So let me see now. We have 83 minus 25. I've lost my dry erase marker. Let me grab a new one. Alrighty, rolled away from me. So let me set this up. 83 minus 25. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 ones over here and 8 tens over here. Okay, we need to take away 5 ones. Do we have 5 ones? No, we do not. So I'm going to need to get more ones. Where would I get that? Oh, well, if there's more on the floor, I go next door to the 8. I need to borrow one of these. How many ones can I get for a 10? 10. So I'm taking one of those away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see what we have now. We took 1 10 away from the 8, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens, not 8 anymore. And I have 10 ones plus the 3 I already had. That's not 3 anymore. It's what? 13. Okay. Can I take 5 away from 13 now? Yes, I can. All right. And that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. So my answer in the ones is 8. I have 7 tens now, and I'm taking away 2. 1, 2. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 58. So I would write 58 here, and I would glue that on my more on the floor. go next door tab. All right, it is very confusing. We will keep working on it. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're just going to practice for today. If you need help, put your name on the help list and have fun with math.